Today we're going to be talking all about how you can start a six-figure photography business in 2022. So let's jump right into it. What is going on, guys? My name is Uppy, and thank you so much for taking time out of your day to come hang out. I'm extremely grateful, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Now, like I said in the beginning, today we're going to be talking all about how you can start your very own six-figure photography business. So if something like that sounds interesting, make sure you guys drop a like and subscribe to the channel so that you never miss an upload. And honestly, it helps my channel get out there to more like-minded creatives as well. So a little bit about myself. My name is Uppy, and for the last couple of years, I've been running a six-figure wedding photo and video company called Meadow Lane Visuals here in the Gold Coast, and I absolutely love it. I'm absolutely in love with what I do, and I'm extremely passionate about it. But the thing I love more than being a photographer is helping my fellow creatives start, pursue, and reach their own goals and dreams as well. And that is what I aim to do with these videos. So without further ado, let's jump into the tips of how you can get your photography business started for 2022. Let's jump right into it. So number one is the gear. Now, I've said this before and I will say it again. I am an extremely huge advocate for using the gear that you have and using the gear you have to the best of its ability. You know, personally, I still rock the Canon 5D Mark IIIs, and I know some of you out there might be like, holy moly, that is a dinosaur by now. And yeah, it is. I think it's over 10 years old, or maybe just about 10 years old. But the thing is, I absolutely love it. The images it produces is so beautiful, and I never get any complaints from any of my clients, so they can't really tell the difference as well. And I wanted to bring that up first because I know that in this day and age, there are so many shiny, beautiful, cameras out there that can shoot absolutely everything and have these amazing specs. But I just want to make you pause for a second and tell you that you don't need the most expensive, shiny new camera out there. However, you need the right camera to get the job done. So the gear I would recommend is getting something at least full frame. Now, some budget-friendly options, if you want to be a Canon user, would be something like the Canon 5D Mark III or the 6D Mark II, and I think they have a few other options as well. But it doesn't matter which camera brand you go ahead with, Sony, Nikon, Canon, or Lumix, just make sure it is full frame. And as for lens choices, I'd recommend getting the 35mm 1.4 and a 50mm 1.2. Now, the reason why I recommend these two lenses is because for a few reasons. The first one being 35 to 50, having that focal range will kind of allow you to capture almost everything, but the areas where it does come a little bit short, it allows you to kind of step into your creativity a little bit more and approach different situations with more of a creative eye. And so in turn, it makes you a better photographer and work a little bit harder for that shot as well, which will teach you new things about photography and train your eye better, which in turn, like I said, just makes you a better photographer. And when choosing your lenses as well, you want to get something with a wide aperture. That's why I recommend getting something like the 35 1.4 or the 50mm 1.2. I know Canon has a 50mm 1.8, which is a more affordable option, which is amazing as well. And the reason for this is a wider aperture does two things. Number one, it allows you to get better quality images in lower light situations, and the second option as well, it gives you a beautiful bokeh in the background of your images as well. And so having this setup, a full frame camera with the 35 and the 50, it will pretty much, like I said, do almost everything you need it to, and you won't find yourself needing to upgrade very soon. So it will kind of be like the best bang for your buck and the best investment, I guess, long term. Now, when to upgrade gear, the only time I'll ever recommend upgrading gear is when you're faced with a situation that your current gear can't do. For example, like I said, I shoot weddings, and maybe a couple books me and the venue we shoot at might be a little difficult in low light, or might not allow me to get as close to the couple as I would like. So only then is when I would upgrade gear. For example, getting lighting so that the images look better in lower light situations, or getting a zoom lens so that I can capture the couple without having to be so close to them. So I just want to emphasize the importance of not going out and buying the newest, fanciest gear. There's plenty of amazing cameras out there that can get the job done. And yeah, So I'd recommend starting off with that. All right, and number 2 is picking a niche. Now, when you're just starting out, you probably have no idea what niche you want to go in because there's so many different categories. There's birthdays and engagements and weddings and events and boudoir and lifestyle and hospitality, and the list goes on and on and on. And so in the beginning, I just want you to go out there and try everythhin, because the best way to figure out what you want to do is to realize what you don't like doing. So when I was first starting out, I was going out to cafes, asking them if they, would like to do a free shoot and everything like that. And I realized, okay, food photography isn't my thing. I tried doing, birthdays and those kinds of events. And I realized that's not really my thing as well. And it kind of got narrowed down to then choosing wedding photography. And the reason why wedding photography fit really well with me is because I'm a big, sensitive, sappy guy who just loves capturing, authentic, beautiful emotions. And not only that, knowing that the images that I capture will be cherished forever, they'll be shared with their family and also, shared with their future children and grandchildren. That felt really special to me. And as a photographer, on the job, it just made the job feel a lot more meaningful and a lot deeper as well. So I want you to go out there and just try absolutely everything. Any opportunity you get, say yes to it, and you'll quickly find the niche that you start to enjoy the most. So once you realize that niche, I want you to commit to that one thing. And when it comes to setting up your business for that one niche, it just makes things a whole lot easier as well. I've heard many times that it is much better to go deep than wide. And from my own experience, this has worked tremendously as well. Because put yourself in this situation. If you needed help with maths, specifically maths, would you rather go and look for a maths expert or someone who is good at science, English, math, history, and biology? Probably if you need help with maths, you would hire the math expert, right? The same thing applies to business. It's all about solving your client's problem. And so the better you can solve a single problem, the higher you can charge and the easier it is to sell. Number 3, shoot for free or for cheap. Now, I know there are a lot of different opinions out there when it comes to shooting for cheap or shooting for free, but I can only talk about what has worked for my own experience. And I can honestly say one of the quickest ways to build up your skill set, get your name out there, meet new kinds of people is by offering your services for cheap or for free. Because the process of your business goes a little something like this. People find your portfolio, they like your work, they get in contact with you, they book you, and then it goes round and round and round and round and round. And how are you meant to build up your portfolio and your work if you're not offering your services for free or cheap? Do you know what I'm trying to say here? Because who would hire you if you don't have a portfolio? And who can find you if you don't have a portfolio? Exactly my point. So that is why at this stage, it is just all about going out there and building your portfolio, building up your skill set and meeting new people as quickly as you can. So go out, reach out to different people, reach out to different businesses and offer your services for free. Trust me, you'll learn things a lot quicker, build your portfolio, and it'll just make things move for you a lot quicker as well. Just let go of your ego. It doesn't matter. It's a free shoot. And another thing I want to mention as well is even though it's a free shoot, I want you to rock up to every single shoot with the attitude as if it is a high paying client. Because coming in with this attitude, coming in with this kind of care and attention to detail and just the kind of experience you provide for that, free shoot you're doing, it will just pay dividends in the long run. That person that you made the video for might like your work and may book you again in the future if you were easy to work with, or they may know someone who is looking for a photographer or a videographer, whatever it may be. So make sure any situation you go in, come in with the best energy and be easy to work with. And number 4, branding is important. Now, photography being a very visual and sometimes emotional industry, branding is very important. It's not just about having a fancy logo or nice colors on your website. It actually goes much deeper than that. Branding is all about how your brand feels and how it connects with your potential clients. So take the time to create a brand that not only feels authentic to you, but also looks aesthetically pleasing to your potential customers. You don't need to overthink it. Simply put yourself in your potential customers' shoes and ask yourself, would I hire myself? If it's not a hell yeah, then it's probably a hell no. Whenever any of us are online and looking for a service or a product, if we stumble across a website that has poor images, just doesn't look very good and looks a little sus, then there's no way in hell that we're going to buy from that website. So the same needs to be applied to your own website. Make sure you have clean images. Make sure you have a website that you're proud of. And make sure it is set up to look as legit as possible. Because this way, potential clients will be more willing and likely to reach out to you for your services. And I wanted to give you guys a bonus tip as well. Because even if you follow the last 4 tips, this is the important one. Following each of these tips will only put you on track in the right direction. But there is one thing I want you guys to never forget. The secret to success and creating a life that you desire comes down to this: hard work, persistence, and patience. The reality is there are no get-rich-quick schemes, and nothing worthwhile comes to those without effort. Now, the journey will be different for everyone. One person might reach their goals a lot quicker than another. But I promise you this: if you stick through it, day in, day out, improve your skills, go out there and meet new people, shoot and improve, then before you know it, you would have created a 6-figure photography business. If you guys enjoyed this video and found any of these tips helpful, make sure you guys drop a like and subscribe to this channel. I also offer coaching and mentoring for any creators out there who are currently stuck in their business and want to go to the next level, or for those of you who have this burning desire to start but don't know where to begin. Make sure you guys go to the link in the description to schedule in a free discovery call with me to see where I can help you in your business and help you with your next step. So thank you guys so much again for watching. Make sure you guys stay safe wherever you may be. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you.